Playerunknown's Battlegrounds is a new and exciting adventure into the bloodthirsty world of Battle Royale combat. Dozens of players are dropped onto an island, with limited resources with a single goal: survive. It's a difficult game where you'll face deadly enemies using their skills, strategies, and wits to try and kill you before you can kill them. Here are our tips and tricks to help you stay alive for a little bit longer while on the battlefield. It might sound simple, but vehicles are extremely important in Playerunknown's Battlegrounds. A vehicle can get you around the map quickly, getting you out of danger or to a weapon drop faster than other players. Vehicles tend to spawn along the major roads, so if you land near a highway, keep your eyes peeled for a vehicle. Not only will driving in a vehicle give you added protection, but they can also be used as a means of cover. Another vehicle-based tip is to get familiar with the handbrake. Pulling a quick handbrake maneuver will slide your car and allow you to get out with the full body of your vehicle protecting you, as opposed to just the door. Some modes don't allow it, but playing with friends is the best way to stay alive in Playerunknown's Battlegrounds. The difference between traveling alone and moving with a couple of friends can make a world of difference. Playing with friends allows you to spread out, cover more ground, and attack from different angles. Keep in mind that communication is a must, as you need to constantly update your friends on enemy positions and where you're going and what you found. Any extra weapons can be given to your friends to increase the damage output against an enemy player. Having more people on your team increases your chance of making it to the final circle and securing a victory. As mentioned in our first tip, using cover to your advantage as much as possible in Playerunknown's Battlegrounds is one way to stay alive. Whenever you need to move between two locations, look for the path that offers the most protection, because you don't know when a walk in the open will turn into a firefight. Even a tree or bush can offer surprising protection from enemies. Using cover becomes so important in the final circles, as the map shrinks and people look for any stragglers or players in the open. While using cover, you will still need to be able to peek and check corners whenever you're moving. It's awkward to peer around a left-hand corner when aiming over your right-hand shoulder, and vice versa. So another tip is to switch firing sides. By holding right-click and pressing Q or E, you can switch what shoulder you're looking over. This is extremely useful when you are moving around different sides of a building. Being able to see an enemy around a corner a fraction sooner will help reduce the amount of damage you receive. Get used to using the shoulder swap in battle, as you'll want to ensure as much of your body is behind cover as possible. Audio is incredibly important in Playerunknown's Battlegrounds, and listening to what's going on around you in-game will help you stay alive. Gunfights can occur either in close quarters, in a building, or across hundreds of yards in the open, and more often than not, you're going to hear an enemy before you see them. Hearing which direction gunshots are coming from will give you the advantage of knowing precisely what direction you need to move in order to get into cover. On the other hand, sweeping the perimeter of a building and listening for footsteps inside will give you a clear advantage over an unaware enemy. Obviously, to make use of this as best you can, you will need a decent headset, especially one with surround sound capabilities. Playerunknown's Battlegrounds is an intense experience, even for players familiar with DayZ and other forms of player versus player survival. With so many enemies on the field, you'll need every advantage you can get to survive. So as you drop out of a plane, keep in mind of our tips to help you stay alive in Playerunknown's Battlegrounds.